Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd.
Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most... The Gypsy King, Tyson. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Quick punch scores. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
The straight right just misses. The straights continue to score. They exchange punches. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement with left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Counter lands. Do you believe this? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
You were thinking, let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you work.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on it.
All right? Good. You've been coasting for this entire...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. solid punch. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck is probably going to roll right over you.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good looking hook, but it was blocked. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Unlucky to miss with that jab. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Not a lot of defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Uppercut misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those popped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. Relax now. I don't...
Get behind the basics. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and then
We'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
now you go back out there and switch back on.
Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Jab misses. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Good defense blocking that right uppercut. That jab misses. Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics, they know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That hook's blocked. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance without a doubt.
On to the fifth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spell.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Fantastic punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You'd like to see more jabs. Where did that come from? Down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I'm not sure about this one.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their
Power. And they are giving us action. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
Here comes round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. That punch scores. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They're trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Not even in your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
What you doing? The gaps will appear. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
Hell yeah. Now, come on.
And we enter the 8th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And that hook misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. A battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Just Just misses with that left uppercut. Just misses with that uppercut. Got him there. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.